What's up, guys? We're back for another video on the channel. It's another Monday video, and we're continuing the rankings because that's what's going on right now. Other stuff will be coming eventually. Today, we got linebacker rankings. I don't have every linebacker in the league, obviously. Some teams were left out, like Chiefs. I have like 50 guys on this list, and I still somehow missed some teams. That's my bad. But either way, hope you guys enjoy, and let's go ahead and get straight into the video. See you guys there. And we're back, guys. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. We got linebackers. Let's go ahead and look at this. So we got Quan Alexander to start. He's not good anymore. He used to be pretty good. He's hopped around a couple teams now. I don't even know which team he's on right now, if he's on a team. But he's just not that good anymore. It is what it is. Jerome Baker, I don't care what he's getting paid. He's not good in coverage. He's just average. He's overpaid, definitely. And he's badly overpaid. Dolphins their defense is getting expensive, but I mean, hey, they're getting a load off with Xavier Howard leaving. Chris Barnes. I'm gonna go ahead and give Chris Barnes an average. You could put him in below average maybe, but he was pretty solid for a rookie. He's only gonna get better. He was actually, I believe he was, I don't know if he was undrafted or if he was a late round pick, but either way, he was pretty solid for the Packers last year. His number, there were some plays that the numbers don't show. Like, I hate linebackers, and numbers are terrible. Do not give me tackle stats for a linebacker. I don't care. It does not make them better. Anyways, Anthony Barr is who we have next. I think he's above average. You maybe could put him in average, but I still think he's pretty dang good. Then you got what am I saying? Jayon Brown's right there. Bobby Wagner is elite. He's a stud, Hall of Famer. Bobby is insane. He's top 5 for sure. Arguably top 3. I wouldn't say he's the best anymore, but hey, you could argue it. He's just an overall stud. He can cover. He can tackle. He can do everything. Everything you want to ask for. Jayon Brown. I think Jayon Brown is above average. Jayon Brown's pretty solid in coverage. He's just pretty solid in every category. I think he's better than average. Maybe he's average. You could argue him in average, but I'm going to put him in above average. All right, Devin Bush, the dude who is insane on Twitter. I'm going to give him average. You could put him in below average because he hasn't played in a minute, but, you know, because he tore his ACL last season, and he was pretty solid in his rookie year. So you could put him in below average, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, like I did Chris Barnes, and put him in average, even though he's a bit insane on Twitter. He's an idiot on Twitter, as a matter of fact. Like, someone needs to take his Twitter account away. Okay, next we have Jamie Collins. I think he's also average. You could also argue below average for Jamie Collins. Jamie Collins is okay. He's not the best. He's very replaceable, in my opinion. It's that simple for him. Then we got Zach Cunningham. I'm going to put Zach Cunningham in above average. I would put him in good. It's just he sucks in coverage. But he is the best run defender off the ball linebacker in the league, and that is why he is in above average instead of average or below average. Just because of how good he is as a run defender, you got to put him in above average because he's the best run defender, or not run defender, best run defense linebacker, off the ball linebacker in the game. Then you got Darius Leonard. He's not top 5. He's overrated, man. He is a liability in coverage. I've said this countless times, and I'll continue to say it. He's overrated. He is not top 5. He is not elite. He is not good in coverage. He is a liability. It's that simple. He's a great pass rusher. Okay, that's the least valuable trait for a linebacker, in my opinion. He's a solid run defender, not the best. That's the second best That's the second best trait for a linebacker. The most important trait for a linebacker is coverage, in my opinion. That's my opinion, and that's his worst trait. His best trait is the most useless trait, in my opinion, for linebackers. Off the ball linebackers. Pass rush is great and all, but just being good as a pass rusher is not going to make you elite. You got to be good in coverage. And I will say that till the day I die. Fight me, Colts fans. I do not care. Okay, next we got Lavonte David. He's elite. He's an absolute stud. He can cover. He can do everything. Like I said for Bobby, he can do absolutely anything you want. He's getting up there in age, but, he's a stud. All right. Then we got Demario Davis. He's good. Demario is arguably top. Not arguably. Demario. Oh my goodness. Demario is top 10 in the league, and he is definitely good. I think he's probably better than Darius Leonard, I would say, because Demario can cover. If you can cover, you're probably better than Darius Leonard. It's that simple. And he can do more than just cover, too. Like, some people might say Demario's top 5. I wouldn't say. I'd say he's about 7 or 8, maybe 9. But he is better than Darius Leonard, probably. Maybe you can make an argument for Darius, but I don't really know. We'll see. Tremaine Edmonds. I'm going to put Tremaine Edmonds in average. Tremaine Edmonds has high moments, but spark plays don't make you that good. On a consistent down-to-down basis, Tremaine Edmonds is pretty average. He's in coverage. He's a decent run defender. He's an pass rusher. He's just pretty average to me. Then you got Dre Greenlaw. I'm going to put him in below average. I don't think he's bad. I think he is better than Quan Alexander, but he's not the best on the field. He's probably going to get better as he gets older. He had a solid year when the Saints went to the Super Bowl, but he's not the best in the game, obviously. Then you got Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks is also below average. Jordan Hicks, he had some good seasons with the Cardinals, like tackles-wise. He put up some tackle numbers. He was top 5, I think, in the league in tackles in a year, which tackles don't mean much. He's not the best in coverage. He's as a pass rusher. He's just kind of a guy who's just going to tackle guys. It's that simple. Then you got Dante Hightower. I think Dante Hightower is probably in above average. I would say he's probably better than all of these guys that are in above average, but I don't think he's as good as the guys that are in good or elite. Hey, maybe you could argue Dante Hightower over Darius Leonard because Dante can tackle. I mean, Dante can cover much better than Darius can. Darius is borderline and above average, but I will put him in good. Dante is in an argument to being good over Darius, but I have it this way for now. Subject to change, obviously, because guys don't stay the exact same their entire career. So we'll see how that goes. Then we got Cole Holcomb. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but Cole Holcomb, he's pretty average to me. He's another guy he's just not the best in coverage. He's okay as a run defender. He's just okay in pretty much every category, except he's not the best coverage guy. So maybe above average, you could argue, I guess. I don't know. He's average to me. Then you got Miles Jack. Miles Jack is good, borderline elite. I don't care what you say. If Miles Jack was in his natural position it's technically outside linebacker, but he's still an off-the-ball linebacker is what this is. In 2020, he was in his natural position. He played at an all-pro elite level. If he played at that position his entire career and wasn't put at middle linebacker for 2 years, he would be universally considered a top 5 linebacker in the league. But instead, he was put at middle linebacker like an idiot for a couple years. He just wasn't that good at that position. That's just not what he can do. He's not that kind of guy. Oh my gosh, can I stop yawning? Like, you're not that guy, pal. That was Miles Jack as a middle linebacker. And then in his rookie year, or in his rookie in 2017 years, he was an outside linebacker, yes, but he was on the wrong side. He was on the strong side. He's a weak side. In a 4-3, he's a weak side linebacker. Weak side outside linebacker. That is where he is strong. He was a middle linebacker for 2 years when he was at his worst. He was pretty good as an outside strong side linebacker, but he was great as a weak side linebacker, and that's where he belongs. He's borderline elite. I have him as my 6th or 7th linebacker in the league, so he's just outside the cut, and that's it. You guys got to watch. He can cover really well. That's why I love Miles Jack, is because he can cover. He can tackle. He's not the best pass rusher. That's not really his thing, but outside of that, he's pretty dang good. All right, let's go. Jamin Davis is a rookie, so he's out of Kentucky. Pretty talented first rounder. It'll be interesting to see how he does. And I'm yawning yet again. If I don't stop yawning, I'm just going to die in a hole. Then we got Josie Jewell. Yeah, I think he's pretty below average. You could maybe argue him an average. He puts up okay numbers. Numbers are kind of irrelevant. He's not the best in coverage. He's not really that good in any category. He's just kind of okay-ish in categories. And I think the same kind of applies for AJ Johnson, Alexander Johnson. Johnson's just a little bit better in all those categories. He's a bit better in coverage. He's a bit better as a tackler. He's a bit better in the run defense. He's just a bit better than Josie, so that's why he gets in an average instead of below average. Then we got Dion Jones. Dion Jones is good. Dion Jones is also borderline elite. He's also in my 6 to 7 range. Oh my gosh! If I yawn one more time, I swear that's like the 6th time I've yawned in this video. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Dion Jones, like I said, he's a borderline elite. He's a stud. He can cover. Again, another guy who can cover, unlike Darius Leonard. He is much better than Darius Leonard. And, you know, I really like Dion Jones. Dion Jones is pretty much good in almost all the categories. It's just I think the other guys are just better than him. But he's pretty dang good, and he's only getting better. He's one of the only good Falcons defenders they have. One of the few. Then we got Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith is pretty average. He puts up a lot of tackles. He puts up a lot of numbers. And that's what gets him noticed. Plus, he's on the Cowboys. But outside of that, he's just not that good. He's not that good in coverage. He's okay as a run defender on the down-to-down basis. But he puts a lot of numbers up. He gets a lot of tackles. So I'll put him in average for that reason. Then you got Eric Kendricks, elite. He's a top 5 linebacker easily. He can cover fantastic. He can tackle well. He's a good run defender. He's good in pretty much every category possible. I'll see you guys for the next guy. Okay, guys, we are back. Let's go ahead and continue what we were doing. So we just did Eric Kendricks. Now we got Christian Kirksey. Christian Kirksey is... Oh, I forgot to change this. This is not absolute trash. This is rookies. I meant to put... I don't know why I didn't change that, but that is rookies, not absolute trash. Don't freak out, Jamin Davis fans. But Christian Kirksey is not good. He's bounced around teams. He went from the Browns to the Packers, and now he's on the Texans. He's a bottom feeder. He's not good. He's just not good at all. It's that simple. All right. Then we got Nick Kwiatkowski. I don't know if I said that. I don't know if I butchered that, but I'm going to put him in above average. He's pretty good in coverage. If you just watch the game, if you look at, even the stats back it up. He's pretty good in coverage. He puts up decent numbers, and he makes plays. I think he's above average. Let's keep it going. Okay, guys, we are back. Now, Corey Littleton is the next guy we have, and he sucks. Corey Littleton is trash. He's gotten worse every year now. He's just absolutely abysmal. He's not good in coverage. He's not good as a run defender. He's not good as a pass rusher. He's not good at anything. He's absolute garbage. Blake Martinez, average. He's not good in coverage. He puts up a lot of numbers. Like, he gets a lot of tackles. He's okay as a run defender. He's a meh pass rusher. He's just kind of average to me. I don't think he's below average because he does put up numbers that these guys in below average and bad just don't. But he's just not that good. Then you got Bernardrick McKinney. He sucks. Bernardrick McKinney, I think he used to be good, but he's just not that good anymore. He's not good in coverage. He's not good as a run defender. He's not good at anything, and that's where the Texans traded him to the Dolphins. Then you got Matt Milano, above average. Matt Milano is pretty good. He does have a huge impact on that Bills defense. When Matt Milano was out, their defense definitely was much worse than when he played, and he's just pretty good linebacker. When you watch, he can cover. His coverage is pretty solid. He's a good run defender. He's a solid pass rusher. Then you got C.J. Mosley. I'm going to put him in average just because he hasn't played in a couple years. He opted out last year, and I think he was hurt the year before, but he just hasn't played in a minute, and he's on the Jets, so I need to see more. Talent-wise, he's definitely probably higher than average, but I just need to see him play. Then we got Kenneth Murray. I'm going to put Kenneth Murray in below average. Oh my gosh, here comes the yawning again. Why have I yawned 85 times this video? Don't ask me. But yeah, I'm going to put Kenneth Murray in below average. He had an rookie year. He struggled in coverage. He was okay as a tackler. He was okay. He was a meh pass rusher. He was just a rookie. That's why he's in below average. Then we got Bobby Okereke. I'm going to put him in average. Bobby Okereke is pretty solid. I mean, he's not as good, obviously, as Darius Leonard, but he is pretty dang solid. And I would take him over a lot of guys. So, yeah, I like Bobby Okereke. I also like his name. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Then you got Micah Parsons. He's a rookie. Then you got Patrick Queen. I want to put Patrick Queen in bad because Patrick Queen was awful last year. I don't care what stats you look at. Yo, there's this many forced fumbles, this many interceptions, whatever. On a down-to-down basis, he was terrible in coverage. On a down-to-down basis, he was terrible in run defense. On a down-to-down basis, he was terrible as a pass rusher. And he should be in bad. But he was a rookie, so I'm going to put him in below average. The only reason he's not in bad is because he's talented and he was a rookie. That's it. You could put him in bad and I would not care. You cannot put him any higher than below average. That's unacceptable and that's bias if you put him anywhere higher because he was just not good. I don't care what splash plays he made. I'm talking down-to-down basis, and that's what matters. Then you got Joe Schobert. He's average. He's not the best tackler. He gets toasted in coverage quite a bit, but he does put up a lot of numbers, kind of like Blake Martinez. Similar situation. Makes some splash plays, and that's about it. You got Isaiah Simmons. He was underused. Oh, here we go again. That's my 10th probably yawn in this video. But then we got Isaiah Simmons. He struggled at the beginning of the year. And he somewhat picked it up, and he was decent in coverage. That's what he showed in college, but he was really underused by the Cardinals, and I definitely think he's going to eventually be higher on the list if he's used properly. But he wasn't used properly, and he did have some struggles at the beginning of last year, so is what it is. Roquan Smith is elite. This one is one that I kind of bounced back and forth off of. It was between Miles Jack, Roquan Smith, and Dion Jones. And I felt like Roquan was probably the best in coverage, the most consistent over the past couple years, and I just think he was the best of the three currently. So I gave Roquan that number 5 linebacker spot. So that's 4 of the elites, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the 5th elite. You got the best linebacker in the game, best coverage backer in the game, one of the best coverage players in the game, Fred Warner. He's the best in the game. He deserves the most money of all the linebackers in the game, and it's that simple. He's a stud. That's my elite top 5 right there. I'll put it in order. Actually, I won't even put it in order. I'm just going to make sure you guys see that Fred Warner is the best in the game. All right. Shaq Thompson, average. Whoops. Shaq Thompson is average. I keep saying this for pretty much every guy in average. He's not the best in coverage. He's an okay run defender. He's an okay pass rusher. Nothing special. Oh, here we go again. I don't know why I am yawning so much. But anyways, let's continue. Then we got Malik Reed. He hasn't played much, but in the bit he played, he just wasn't that good. He just wasn't that good in the little bit that he played. Then you got Josh Uche. Josh Uche hasn't played much either, so I'm going to put him in below average. He did show some pretty good stuff when he did play, so he didn't play enough to be put any higher than any of the other rookies. So it'll be interesting to see how Josh Uche does during the rest of his career. Then you got Leighton Vander Esch. I'm sorry, guys. I know this one's probably going to get a little bit of a heat, but he was not good in coverage. He was as a run defender. He was as a pass rusher. He just was not that good. He's just not that good, and that's why he's in below average. It's that simple. Then you got Kyle Van Noy. He's more of a pass rusher than he is a linebacker. I don't know why he's on this list, to be honest, but as an off-the-ball linebacker, he's just not that good. He's mostly a pass rush guy, and that's his specialty. Oh, here we go again. We need comment down below how many times I freaking yawned today. I swear if I yawn more time. This one's probably going to piss some people off, too. Devin White, above average. Devin White sucks in coverage. That is why he's not good, and that is why he is not elite. He sucks in coverage. He's a great pass rusher. He's arguably the best pass rushing linebacker in the game. Him, Darius Leonard, maybe not even Kyle Van Noy, but those two guys would probably be the argument for the best coverage, or not coverage, best, definitely not coverage, best pass rush linebacker in the league. I'm going to give it to Devin White. But outside of that, he's mid as a run defender, and he sucks as a coverage backer. He's not good in coverage at all. Some people, Bucks fans like to think he's elite for some reason. He's not. Bucks fans like to think he's good. He's not. He's just above average because of how good as a pass rusher he is. If he wasn't that good as a pass rusher, if he wasn't the best pass rusher in the game, best pass rushing linebacker in the game, in my opinion, he'd be an average. He's got to get better in coverage, man. He was awful in coverage. Then you got KJ Wright, below average. KJ Wright is a free agent right now, and that's why he's been kind of in below average because he's not that good anymore. He's kind of washed. That's another yawn. He's kind of washed. He still hits really hard, and I do think a team should sign him. And he is kind of on the same level as some of these guys above those other guys. It'll be interesting to see. Then you got Zaven Collins, who's a rookie. And it's that simple. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was fun ranking the linebackers. Sorry that if I did not include your team's backers. Comment them below and I'll give you where I'd put them. Comment if you guys think I'm stupid. Do all that stuff. Either way, let's go ahead and pull this up. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. And make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Go watch the podcast. Make sure to subscribe. There will be a vlog coming from training camp soon. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.